Flying back to Birmingham now, and it won't be too long until we fly again very soon in the upcoming months, as next year we'll be flying from Manchester Airport as we're finally flying across the Atlantic to the city that never sleeps. That's right, we're off to New York next.
Yep, you heard me right.
So, it is official. If you have watched my Crete video a couple of months ago, if you haven't yet, make sure to check it out. We will be going to New York City in the early months of 2026. So, not really that long to wait at all.
And it will be the first time that we're going to be flying over to the United States. And planning has certainly took a long while, but we now have the confirmed list. Although this does expect to change, but I'm reading the plans off my note list. So, let's go through what we're going to be doing for the next few days in New York City. So the only thing that we know so far is that we're going to be flying from Manchester Airport across to John F. Kennedy Airport.
We'll be flying by Aer Lingus and we are going the direct route, not stopping by at Dublin.
Once we arrive, we're going to head into the centre of New York, Times Square to be specific, where we're going to be looking around the main centre and shop for some essential apartment stuff. When we wake up on the next morning, we're going to be heading over to one of New York's most famous skyscrapers. This one specifically is the Empire State Building. We're going to be having a look around there for a couple of hours until we head over to Grand Central Station. And that is where we're going to be getting a ride on New York subway trains for the first time, as we're going to be getting a train over to Little Italy / Chinatown, where we'll have some lunch there and we'll have a look at the surrounding areas. Then we'll head back to the apartment for a bit, and then we'll head back out onto Times Square and the Broadway, where we'll be having a look inside of the Nintendo store and M&M World. And then after that, we're going to be heading for dinner somewhere in the Rockefeller Center. We are not too sure yet of where specifically we're going to be eating dinner at, but that is just a suggestion out there. Then we'll wake up on the next morning, where we're going to go get some breakfast at either Mackey's or Starbucks before getting a bus along to the Central Park and do some ice skating for an hour. After we finish checking out the Central Park Zoo, we're going to be heading on a 50-minute walk along to the Roosevelt Tramway, and then we'll be checking out the other places, including the Bloomingdale's, Trump Tower and Tiffany and Cover Landmark. When we finish, we're going to be heading over to the Olive Garden at Times Square for our dinner, and then we're going to be heading to a show to watch later in the night. There is a multiple of choices of what we want to watch in New York, but since there's a load, I cannot guarantee one at the moment, so we're going to have to wait and see what we're going to be watching soon. Then we're going to move on to day number 4, where we'll wake up and we'll get on a subway train along to Brooklyn. Should take half an hour from the hotel, where we're going to be walking across the world famous Brooklyn Bridge. And it should take us about 30 to 45 minutes to walk the entire way over to Manhattan. From there, we'll jump back on a subway train from the Brooklyn Bridge City Hall, and we're going to be heading over to Liberty Bay Jail. It'll be a short walk from there along to Battery Park, where we're going to be jumping on a ferry at around midday, and we're going to be getting close and checking out the Statue of Liberty, including the incredible city views and skyscrapers of New York itself. After we disembark on the ferry, we're going to have a short walk to the 9/11 Memorial Pools, and then it's time for another skyscraper, as we're going to be going up the One World Observatory at around 5:30 to enjoy an incredible sunset of New York. Once the sun has gone down, we're going to head back down and head over to McCarthy's to get some dinner and get down a Guinness.
Oh yes. What? Oh, what do I see there in the distance there, do we? Is that the Guinness being advertised? A little bit fancy.
And then it's day 5, our last day of our New York trip, where we're going to be heading for breakfast at Eden's Stardust Diner. Once we're done, we're going to head into Times Square for the last time to check out the Macy's shopping centre, shop for some goods, and then it was time to head to the airport as we get on a taxi from Times Square along to JFK Airport, where we're going to get prepared to catch our flight later in the night back to Manchester. And there you have it. That is all of the plans that we're going to be doing for the New York vlog in the upcoming year. Not only I'll be doing a vlog, but I'll be doing some few spin-off videos as well on the New York subway and some other surrounding areas as well. Gosh, I can't wait already. Anyways, if you want to see my New York video in the upcoming months, make sure to subscribe with the bell tone on and check out my Instagram so you can stay updated with everything of what is coming up and all of the previews, including all the photographs from our city break in New York. Anyways, thank you for watching and we'll see you next time.